Hey, goddesses, come on in. Oop. Come into the room. Come into the room. Come into the room. Good to see your beautiful faces. Give me one sec. Okay, we are recording. Boom. There, wait, make sure the chat. Okay, all right, excellent. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are just joining this session for the first time, I'm so glad that you are here. I am Abiola, and this is our bi-weekly, meaning every other week, our bi-weekly spiritual business chat. So it happened to fall because the calendar got turned around. Today is the super duper big, beautiful, glorious full moon. If you didn't have a chance last night to take a look at it, depending on where you are in the world, please definitely check it out tonight. It was magnificent, and it is the biggest, closest moon that we will see this year in 2025. So thank you also to everyone who, yes, happy full moon in Taurus. Yes, it's also known as the Beaver Moon. Thank you to everyone who also gave feedback on my romantasy novel. You have no idea how much your reading, it's a very interesting thing that happens, that it's shifting the energy of the story, not only by all of you who already gave me your feedback, but also just energetically from you engaging with the characters and engaging with the story. There's an energetic shift that is happening on the other side. So it's magical and wonderful to witness and to feel. And also thank you to Goddess Deborah J for last week when I had to go and get Ruby from school, for stepping in to support the circle. All right, so this spiritual business circle is open. Here's how it's going to work. Let me know if you need support by raising your hand with the little icon that is below. And also, because I want you to connect with each other, let folks know in the chat where you are located, because there are a lot of sisters who are looking for support partners who are maybe want to meet in person and that sort of thing. So let folks know in the chat where physically you are located. Where are you? Yeah, where are you checking in from? Where are you checking in from? And we will actually begin by, let's pull for this beautiful big full moon from the Faces of Oshun Oracle. Actually, no, let's do Secrets of the Ancestors first. Ancestors are calling. Ancestors are busy right now. Okay, so Goddess Pamela, because your shiny face is in the middle of my screen, like looking like my screen right now is looking like the Brady Bunch to us goddesses of a certain age. And so I'm seeing you. Yes, for the goddesses that remember the Brady Bunch. So I am seeing you on my screen. So Goddess Pamela, if you could please support the goddesses by supporting us in pulling a card. How are you, Goddess?
I'm very good. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Okay, so just close your eyes with me, my beautiful Goddess Pamela. And it's actually evening where you are, so this is perfect, because we're going to just breathe in and out and breathe into the energy of this glorious supermoon. So just breathing in and out. This wonderful, ever-changing moon that you look up at, that I look up at, and that your ancestors' ancestors also looked up at the same moon. So we can feel vibrationally into that energy and connect with them at any time. Okay, Goddess, so please tell me when. I'm shuffling Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle.
Stop. Stop. Yeah.
So let's see. Let some folks in. Okay, so we have creative expression. So, creative expression, which is what we are today, we are all about the creative expression of whatever is calling us forward, right? And then, very interestingly enough, the energy of the judge, the energy of poetic justice, which actually came up last time in this circle as well. It's the energy of balance, it's the energy of it's all working out. That's the energy. Like that's the best way to put it. Type it in the comments. It's all working out. It is all working out. It's all working itself out. Your creative expression, your gifts, your bills, your conflicts, your boundary challenges, whatever it is, it's all working out. It's all working out, meaning that you are the energy of poetic justice is the energy of it's a little bit similar to the energy of Mayat balance energy, but it's the energy of that the ancestors have your back. And if things seem like they may be misaligned, that there's karmic justice, that there's, that it's all working out. You are a beautiful person in a beautiful world, and things are unfolding beautifully. So I say to that, yes, that is our energy. That is our energy. So Goddess C. Sherelle, let's begin with you. And then if folks are needing support, raise your hand, please. So Goddess C. Sherelle. Greetings, Goddess. So your retreat this coming week?
Next week, Next Strong is coming up. Yes, it's among us. Retreat. Yes, yes, yes. So,
Beautiful.
yeah,
Your crown and your dress and your whole background and everything.
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so actually I just have that one person. So I'm just working towards some day passes now. I do have a goddess gathering planned for the first night for the sister that's going to be there for the women in Tulum, really greeting her. So it's just a different vibe with that I'm pulling in for it to make it feel more full. And then of course we have the day passes as well, which people are really kind of wanting that cenote vibe. So it's a beautiful session with that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, I'm just giving grace to myself. I know it's a very short time to promote.
Yes, grace to yourself.
Yeah.
Absolutely give grace to yourself. So walk me through how it's going to go. It's how long is the experience with the one person that is booked all the way through, and then the day passes, how many people for each day pass, and how does it go?
So it's 5 days, and I actually did like bring a girlfriend. So I have it to 1,300 now. If you want to bring a friend, because we do have that one room. So any goddess is here on the call, want to come down for 1,300. I do
Yeah.
have that room there that's available. So it's
Put it
just
in the chat. Put it in the chat. Definitely put it in the chat. Okay,
okay.
so you have a room that's available for 1,300 for
Mhm.
someone and a friend, or someone to just come by themselves, or how does that work?
Well, if you want to come with a friend, come with a friend. I mean, just come on, let's just have a party, girls. If y'all want to come, the goddess is here, want to come, come. You know what I mean? So, but it's 5 days and it's beautiful. The first day really sort of being about the foot soaking and relaxing with our Cleopatra bath. But the sister that's going to be there, she's going to be there a couple of days before that. So she doesn't really need to relax there. So we're going to bring in that the goddess gathering. I selected with the women in Tulum, so I'm excited about that. And some women coming in from Playa. And we're going to be looking at releasing the good girl. So that's how we're going to put that vibration that day. So it's just like let that good girl die, and let's bring in the darker side of it's like it's how you have that tame person that you can't do this, you can't do that, the nice girl syndrome. So that's kind of
Mhm.
how we want to be leasing. But we have that first day going to the Temescal, and that's what
Mhm.
first day is about, pampering you, so having you relax, getting pampered with mud baths and massages. And since she's
So
already there. Mhm.
sorry to jump in, Goddess. I mean more because I know the content of the retreat. So I want to know just how many people are there going to be on one day on each day, being that you have the day passes as well.
Okay, so you mean like for the day pass itself, how many
Yeah, so
people?
day one, how many people are going to be there day one, including day
Maybe.
passes and the person who's going to be there all the way through?
Day one, day pass. I just have that one person.
Okay, and then day two.
Day two, well, is supposed to be a little more women coming to the time of scout. So we'll see about that. There should be like three more women coming with the women that's coming to host the retreat with me. my
Hmm.
practitioner. So we're going to be at the Tamascal to be able to have that mud bath with us. So at least 3 or 4 of us coming. I do have some women from Playa that's interested as well. So I'm not sure how many women, but probably up to 5 women on the with the Tamascal.
Okay, and the person who's co-hosting with you, did she also bring anyone who's on board?
No,
Okay,
she's
so
not really co-hosting. She's just a practitioner with me.
she's a practitioner. Got it. Okay, so then day three.
Day 3 is the day of the Cenote Day, and that's the day that everybody's loving, where you come and relax with Blessed Brian and be holding you inside the water and doing meditation. I'll be doing some massages for you with the essential oil, with their essence oil from
How
Egypt.
many people? How many people?
So that one so far it should be 3 or 4 for sure, definitely 3. We're looking for another person to sign up for 4 women, 4 people for that one.
Okay,
And mhm.
very exciting. Okay, and then the next day.
Oh, and that later on that day is actually when we do the activation for the women to be able to um, do the releasing of the good girl with the hypnosis and restyling you with Simone. So we got
Okay,
Joy doing that, and that's so far it's just the one person with that evening.
okay, and then that. How many days? Is that 4 days so far?
That's day number 3.
Day number three. Okay, so then day four.
Day 4 is going to be the day of the God dance, where we get to dance with the God dance,
Uh-huh.
and we go into the flying dresses, and then
Mhm.
we have salsa later on that evening at the beach.
How many people for that
It's
day?
just that one person once again.
Okay,
Yeah,
and then day five is also still the one
the
person.
closing ceremony.
Okay, closing ceremony with the one person.
Hmm.
Okay, so a very powerful thing that you may want to do, because we spoke about photos. Do you have someone who, or if you don't, you can set up on tripod and do it yourself. Can you videotape your teachings of this entire beautiful, powerful experience that you put together? So then later you have those videos and you can package this as a Good Girl No More, or whatever the title of it is, and have it be an offering for people who, want that Tulum experience but maybe don't have the Tulum budget at the moment, and can take this journey with you afterward. Is that something that you would be open to doing or interested in doing?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I have the 5 women or the 6 women that want to come. They still want to come, but not until March. So this is great. So I'm looking to more curating when women are going to come down. It's like, okay, maybe I add more of this for you and take out this or whatever as well. But yeah, I have Momo. So she's my photographer.
Okay.
So she's been at the cenote a couple of times and she knows it. She's a sweetheart. So I'm excited about her coming and this and taking photos for us.
Can Momo videotape from day one? Because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for your workshops to be videotaped, to be, filmed, so that there's a lasting video record of your teachings, you or your practitioners who are coming in, so
Mhm.
that there's that afterward. That's what I'm trying to find out about.
Okay, yeah, I can definitely talk to her about that. She's very flexible and that's my girl. So we got big love for each other. So I know she'll do it. So I'm excited. As soon as she get back to whatever part of Mexico she is, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna talk through everything. So she should be here in a couple more days. So we'll go through it.
Okay. And for the days that she's not there, do you happen to have a tripod?
I am planning on getting another tripod actually. So I'm looking to get that and probably tomorrow when the rain stops.
Right, perfect. So get your tripod just as a backup, so that you can, in addition to whatever your friend, whatever she's able to film and support you, and just make sure that every single teaching, again, not only that you have, but for these wonderful practitioners that you have, set up your tripod, set up your phone, and just tape the whole thing so that you have it. This is your intellectual property that you've created. You've put your heart and your soul into this, right? And so we want to make sure that you have this in a way that it can live on, and you can then create it as a it could be, a course, a journey, whatever the word is that you want to assign to it, a virtual retreat. And you can be able to have it as an offering.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is beautiful what you put together. The lacking part was not is not in any way, shape, or form, as you know, your gifts and your talent for assembling people who can create a lasting and powerful journey. It's in the marketing part of it, which you never woke up and said, I want to be a marketer. So it makes sense that that would have been the challenging part, but we'll figure that out. But in the
Hmm.
meanwhile, you want this beautiful intellectual property that you have created, this beautiful journey that you have created. You want to have the video, and afterward you can figure out what you want to keep, what works for, whatever program you're going to put together or not. And you have now then this 5-day experience that you then can use to empower, uplift, um, help change the lives of others, and sell your future experiences.
Hmm.
So it could even be that, maybe you're selling one part of it as a workshop. Maybe you're selling the whole thing, like I said, as a virtual retreat. But you just need to have it first in order to be able to decide.
Yes, absolutely,
And you
absolutely.
don't also don't want to, being that you have, a smaller group, you don't want to, in the middle of working with them, to be fussing with the filming or for people to feel, exposed or whatever the case is. So you want to just set that up at the beginning, that there's the camera, there's, set it up on your tripod, hit record, and then you can spend your time fully present with the person that's going to be there. Now, have you spoken to this client and explained to them what the journey is going to be?
Yes, I've spoken to her, so we're going to clarify everything definitely when she gets here a couple days early too, just to make sure everything's on point and different things. And it's really customized. I even have like the faces, I mean, the secret of the ancestors. We're having like a waist bead belt made according to your reading, and we're gonna be able to craft our own waist bead belt according to the ancestors as well. So it's gonna be definitely different. Like, so if someone want to do chakras instead, but that's how I have it planned out, to have the Secret of the Ancestors reading and then the waist bead according to your reading, and doing DIY with body butters and stuff. So it's a whole thing. And I make sure I have that catered for her because she's there, so whatever way she wants to flow with it.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Goddess Damali, actually, she led a waist bead workshop at, I think one of my retreats that was in Belize,
Hmm.
a few years ago. So I think that this is beautiful. And what you are presenting, what this person is getting is if we reframe it, they're getting it's a VI, she's getting a VIP
Yeah.
one-on-one experience with you. So
Hmm.
that can even be something also that you sell in the future. Come with me and have a one-on-one 3-day life-changing experience where you can go from good girl to whatever, like whatever's your before and your after, the promise of your retreat. So go from good girl to what's the after? What's the promise?
Oh, so tap into your inner dom.
So tap into your inner dom, right? Go from good girl to bad bitch. Make it simple for people. Make it simple. Like people are, like people need simplicity. Like folks are,
Right.
running, go from good girl to bad bitch. Here, come up, sign up. Where do we
Right.
sign up? Right? So just make it really, really clear for people, and how incredible that people now that there's the opportunity to come and work one-on-one with you in Tulum while we're freezing our butts off wherever we are, to come with you and be in the sun 3 days and have this transformational experience. But we
Hmm.
need to see it. So you're going to film it. You're going to have a conversation before the person gets there. I want you to, for them to, I don't want them to come to the retreat and then look around and realize they're the only person there. That's why I said, did you have a conversation with them before? I want them to know before I get on the plane, here's what happened, here's what the situation is.
Hmm.
You are having an elevated one-on-one experience with me for 5 days, and that there will be people who are coming in and out, but you are having this journey with me from beginning to end.
Hmm.
And if in part they need any kind of, um and I will be filming this for future, whatever. And if she needs if she requests, well, she doesn't want to be on camera, that she should not have to be on camera. If she requests a partial refund because this is not, maybe if the sisterhood was a big part of what she signed up for, because that is what people come for, that's okay. Whatever it is, it's okay.
Hmm.
Okay? Whatever it will be, it's okay. And I want you to go and give energetically, which I know you will anyway, your fullest, as if you're in front of a room of whatever your goal was, a room of 100 people or 20 people or whatever. Come from your the fullest gifts that you have.
Yeah, she's definitely been encouraged. I send her messages every day, countdown number 7. And so she's at the bank like, oh my gosh, yes, she's getting inspired. Like, I'm already in Tulum. So I
Yes,
have specially catered everything for her from the intake form, sending her messages every day with her name on it. And just like, I just made it very beautiful, very catering to her and make her feel very special and held. And that was a goal anyway. So it's a good way to be able to pour into her and know how I want to be able to change things next time or add or say, oh, I really love this, and the feedback from her. So I'm looking forward to it.
beautiful, beautiful. And in the meanwhile, yeah, I want you to also be letting your future clients know, just like you're giving her the countdown, 5 days until I'm with my one-on-one VIP client, taking her from good girl to bad bitch in Tulum.
Mm.
Tell us that on social media as well, so that we'll say, wow, when is the next opportunity? Wow,
Mm.
okay, maybe I can't do this. When is the next one? Give us the same countdown if we're watching you on social media and when you come back, right? Because the way you want to do it, like the basics of, the basics, like ground level of marketing, because we're in an attention based society and there's so much that's going on. They say you want to tell them what you're going to tell them. I tell them what I'm going to tell them. Then I tells them. Then I tell them what I told them. So afterwards, you're going to say, okay, here's what happened. I'm back. And it was amazing. And I had my one-on-one client and she started out like this. And here she is after she worked with the Dom and she's in the flying dress in the wind and Beyonce and whatever. Like give us the full scoop, right? So tell us what you're going to tell us. Then you tell us what you told us.
Okay.
So the same experience that she's getting leading up to this, that's getting her excited. There's someone at home who has no idea yet, maybe even of who you are or what this is, that they want the same journey. And you've got to give them the opportunity to learn about it. Like, how exciting for us that you exist and you put this whole thing together. Now you got to tell us, because we won't know unless you tell us.
Got you. Sounds good.
Right? So what are you going to do? So now you tell me what I told you.
I'm gonna film. I'm gonna put myself on a tripod, get my photographer to take videos and stand by, have and that is my biggest thing I did not do on my first overnight retreat in South Florida. I did not. I was like, oh my gosh, pictures. So, I just kind of like, so I didn't have that. And that's why I definitely know that this is so important to be able to have the film and let them know from progress from where we started and how she's going to finish. And I'm going to do the countdown of day one. She's got 7 days left. I guess for me, it's like, okay, I didn't really want people to know I only have one person to be on social media saying I only got one person. But, that's the adjustment I need to make, I guess, mentally with that one.
You're
But
gonna
yeah.
shoot, but you don't only have one person. You have all of those people with the day pass and whatever it is. However you tell me, whatever the situation is what my reaction is gonna be. So if you go, oh my God, I only have one person, it didn't work out, that's one way to tell us, right?
Mhm.
What's another way to tell us?
Oh my gosh, this woman gets to be able to have amazing service. She's getting poured into. She's getting VIP pampering. Like, look at the amazing things she get to be poured into. And she's surrounded by all this beauty and nature and the support she had from other practitioners that poured into her. She getting on this one-on-one service, making her feel divine. Plus, she has other women to support her around her from the women in Tulum, because she's gonna be feel held, understood, and supported and celebrated.
Is that the truth?
That is the truth.
That is the truth. Yes.
That is
Yes.
the truth.
All you have to do is tell the truth. That's the truth. That is the exact truth. That is what is happening. That's what's happening. So, how exciting for her, how exciting for people who are watching that who maybe didn't even think, like, wow, I could have a one on one experience. So, you can still have your retreat that's going to be sold out, booked and busy, that is coming in March, that folks are saving their coins for as we speak. And now you have the capacity for people to realize, wow, I could have a one on one journey with her. Okay.
Yeah, that's extra special because when you get to pour and you get to do all these little extra things, hot towels, yoni steam, this, that. It's gonna be amazing. So she's gonna feel wonderful for sure.
And you can still say, like I said, you can say, X amount of days until my VIP client comes, and X amount of days until, whatever it is going to be the thing with the group of women, the cenote is going to happen. And, everybody's going to come to the cenote and everybody's going to come. That's all still happening too.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Okay.
all that's happening too. And the womb shop with the honoring the part of your body that I didn't talk about too. Honoring the parts of the body that you don't adore so much and making the waist bead. That's the women are coming up with that to be able to support and making the beads together. And it's like a waist bead belt, so it's awesome because you can take it off and then you can put in and add other beads to it as well. So it's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And I'm proud of you. This is magnificent. We just don't want it to be a secret anymore. But it's going to be exactly what it wants to be. So my last note is when it comes to the photos and the videos, I know your friend is amazing, and I know
Mhm.
your friend will be the exception to the rule, but or in addition,
Interesting.
I want you to realize that when are you paying her?
We're doing like a trade.
Okay. So whenever you're doing a trade or you're any kind of trade, barter, whatever it is, there is the possibility, not that your friend will do this, but that the person will not follow through on what they are say that they are able to do. Life, things happen. I want you to be aware of that going in and plan that. The great thing is that you can always set up a tripod. You can,
That part.
and make sure that you take pictures together. If you've got to with your one VIP client, you take the pictures of her yourself. Whatever it is, if you've got to do that, that you are just mentally prepared that anything your friend does is a bonus.
Ashe.
Allow yourself to be pleasantly surprised. Anything your friend does is a bonus.
Ashe.
Okay. And so allowing also that every day when if she comes and does videos, photos, whatever it is, being that there's this barter system, it's not going to stay up until the end that you need your footage and your photos every day. And I'm just telling you this like after like 10 years of doing retreats. I don't know what it is about photographers and videographers, like that they are the only people for some weird reason. I mean, it's not weird. It's their art also and their intellectual property, and we're thinking of it in different ways. But that they are the one person that it's always for some reason like, and I was paying them a lot of money to get the photos and get the footage from, and there are people that I still Bali, I still have not gotten all of the photos from that person. I don't know what it is. Well, yes, I do. Like I said, it's their art and they have their own, version of it or whatever it is. But I just want you just be aware of that.
Mm, thank
Just
you.
be aware of that. And just every day, if you can, again, don't make it a thing at the end. If every day she could just send you the footage.
Mm.
Okay.
And
And
every day I'm taking pictures.
yes, and if you would just, even though she's a friend, have her sign a release now. Just say, I just want to just make sure all my paperwork is in order and that I can use your photos in order to market and promote in the future. Just go somewhere online and type in photographer release and just find something and print it out and just say, can you sign this? Because it just will make her feel that it's more professional than I'm showing up for my homegirl to just take some pictures, that okay, I've signed this. Okay, all right, this is real, this is happening, this is, and just it may just change a little bit of the energy and the intention.
Got you. Okay. I could
Is
definitely.
is that possible?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. You are phenomenal. I am proud of you. This is going to be wonderful, and I'm looking forward to hearing all about it on the other side.
Thank you so much,
Go-
Goddess. Appreciate you so
Goddess
much.
Abiola, can I make
Yes, Miss
a
Deborah.
plug? So for the lady, since she dropped the prices, I dropped a couple links in the chat just for the ladies to see the podcast that we did with
Ah,
her practitioners. And I mean, it was absolutely mind blowing. I felt like blessed Brian baptized me, and I didn't even get in the water.
Tell us
So
a
the energy, yeah, the energy was so overwhelming. I had to really ground myself while I was on camera. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to feel what was coming through from Tulum. I didn't. It was overwhelming. So what's going to happen there at that retreat is something that's very magical for women. So the fact that the prices dropped, maybe you may not be able to go, but you know someone that could take advantage of this. But it's going to be something magical that's going to happen for each and every woman that goes there, because it happened for me just on camera. And so and the God dance practitioner, I didn't even know what that was, but it's goddess plus dance. So it's going to be amazing. It's going to be healing. And we talked about like healing shame in the body. And I know that I experienced that because of the sexual trauma as a child. And so this dance essentially becomes medicine for women that want to be able to heal some things. So I just want you guys to look at that. If you can't, go there. Maybe someone else can. But it was just a beautiful experience just to actually sit with all of them. Yeah. I just wanted to put that plug in. Thank you.
Oh, that sounds
Thank you, Goddess.
magnificent. That sounds
Mhm.
magnificent. And you gave me another thought, Goddess Dr. Deborah, that I know that a lot of you in the room are future retreat creators. Some of you may want to partner with the goddess C. Sherelle, being that she has access to and has already created this working curriculum. And it may be something that works with a vision that you have. And being that she is in Tulum and has access to also to locations, etc., you may want to partner with her for a future retreat or experience. Is that something, Goddess C. Sherelle, that you would be open to?
Absolutely. That's what I was looking to do. So I would love it. Yes, yes, yes. I had
Okay.
a partner. She dropped out. So I was looking for someone else. And I said, I'm doing this thing anyway. So
Yeah.
I pushed through. But yes, I would definitely welcome any goddess here that want to do retreats. Please definitely DM me and we can talk about it for the future.
Goddess Shy wants to know how to contact you afterward. And I know a lot of people will watch this on replay. So how can folks what's the website or whatever it is? Can you just say it in addition to
Um,
chat?
um, the website I had to put it in the link. I don't know it offhand. It's like, it's a URL, not a URL, but what is a URL? I can put it in there though.
And the
Let me
URL.
check.
Okay. So
Do you
in
have
the
an email possibly? If that's
Yes.
easier for you, that you could just put it in the chat.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so in the future, you always want to be able to concisely and easily let people know what your website is. Because
Okay.
someone right now is going to be listening to this a couple of days from now on audio while they're at the gym or
Mhm.
taking a shower or whatever it is, and never ever see a chat. People are seeing all kinds of this. This is on people. Some people are watching this on their TV screen, and there's no chat available. So when you have like an extended long email address, just go to tinyurl.com or tinyurl.com or bit.ly and create like a very easy, something that people can hear and just be able to easily access. You want to make it as easy for us as possible.
Got you. Thank you so much for that.
Okay. And someone
Right.
said, Goddess Dr. Victoria says, make sure the tripod, yes, has a remote so that'll be helpful to pause and play.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Thanks you for that. I didn't know tripods had a remote to it. Thank you.
And where are you going to go to create the easy link?
The URL you saying? The bit.ly?
Yeah, bit.ly or
Oh,
tinyurl.com.
URL. I see that all the time, the tiny URL.
Yeah, so just go and you can put in Tulum goddess retreat or Tulum whatever it is, right? And have that be then that's something that's easy that you can say, contact me at tinyurl.com slash change your life in Tulum or whatever it is, that if I am working out or driving or whatever it is and I hear this, that I'm not trying to look through and find something in the chat after I forgot about it 5 minutes from now.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. And then my email, someone wanted to know the email. It's this womb like your first home. So womb wellness by C at Gmail. So WOMB wellness BYSEA at Gmail.
Beautiful. Tell them your Instagram as well.
And Instagram is Womb Wellness by C. Womb Wellness by C.
Okay, and you check those DMs?
And yes, I check those DMs. So it's Womb Wellness by C at Gmail, and it's Womb Wellness on IG as well.
Okay, all right. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Goddess.
Thank you so much, Goddess. I appreciate you all. Thanks for holding space.
Goddess Pamela. Well, actually, Goddess Pamela, we'll come back to you. We're going to talk to Goddess Shy first, and then we'll come right back to you. Okay, Goddess Shy. If she is still available, let me see. She may be at work or somewhere. I see your hand is raised.
Yes, sorry, my daughter was in here. She was bragging about me.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Okay, good. That's nice.
yeah. I I I don't want to give too much information because I'm not sure yet, but I'm hoping to go on a trip to the Sundance Festival in
Yes.
January.
Yes.
And I was like personally invited by someone that is running like I guess a vacation or whatever there for the Sundance Festival because the guy passed away in September and all of
He
this
said
stuff. So
it's going to
she's
be a
like,
big year at Sundance because Robert Redford just died.
yes, I couldn't remember his name. But yes, so someone invited me that's like a really big actor. And so she was like, "Oh yeah, my mom knows this person." And I'm like, I don't know him. We just, we conversed, you know what I mean? So she was like all proud and stuff.
Yeah.
So my apologies. Um, so, hi everyone. Nice to see you today. I hope you're all doing well and staying warm because I'm in Massachusetts and it is freaking cold. Okay. Um, so I've decided to hold healing circles here. I would like to start locally and then eventually do retreats and stuff. I have already planned to apply for my passport. I have an appointment in like 2 weeks to do that. So I'm hoping that that will get, approved very easily and soon. Um, and so my idea for these circles is just to provide a safe space for women with trauma. Um, being someone who has gone through their fair share of things, I do have my fair share of trauma. And in today's society, we overlook trauma and mental health. And it's not on purpose, it's just that's how we've been programmed. Um, and so I'd like to start like with my local community and, just provide an outlet for women to deal with their trauma and realize that it doesn't define them, right?
Mhm. Yes.
A lot of times we find ourselves in positions in our life because we're playing it safe because of our trauma. And I really want to help women get out of that, right? It's not fair to us that we have to stifle our potential, right? Because of things that we had no control over.
Yes.
And I feel that as a mom, it was very important for me to heal my trauma. But I didn't realize that until I was hit by a car, right? So, as a pedestrian being hit by a motor vehicle on my daughter's birthday, that was something that was like life changing for me, right? Just a little backstory. I've been working since I was 16. I was emancipated at 16. So I've been on my own since I was 16. I've been taking care of myself. I really didn't have what I would consider. So I have a role model, which is my grandmother, right? But I didn't have any guidance, like life guidance. And I'm noticing that these young women today are not being guided because the parents have trauma and they don't know how to deal with their trauma. And and I feel like it's a revolving door, right? So at what point does it stop? It stops here. It stops now. It stops today. And my goal for this is to uplift, empower, um, provide a vehicle for evolution, right? Because, well, let's not mix words. If it wasn't for women, where would society be today, right? Because it takes the strong backbone of a woman in order to provide the passion and compassion and the empathy that the world has needed and still needs today. So, all that to say, um, I have planned out a few different phases that I want to hit, but I don't want it to take, like, this is something that I want to do my first retreat in the next 6 months. Right now I am a coach, so I coach coaches that deal with people who have financial trauma, right? So whatever their situation is, they've come to this nonprofit to accept these classes and these resources to be able to handle their financial debt. But with finances comes emotion, right? And a lot of people don't know how to process their emotion because of trauma. And so I've been helping these coaches figure out a way to help their mentees, not just through financial, but through emotion and life. And so I'm trying to figure out a way to connect the two, right? I don't want to teach finances, but I would like to be able to use this platform to open another door for these young women. Young women, old women, it doesn't matter. It's just as long as you're a woman and you have had trauma, like you're welcome. You're loved, you're supported, what do you want to do with your life? Like, let's figure out how to get you there. You know what I mean? Asking the questions and doing the journaling and doing the shadow work in order to figure out not what happened back then, but like to figure out how to heal what happened and to move forward gracefully. If any of that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. So then let me just make sure that I'm clear on what you're asking. So you have a not-for-profit that supports women with financial trauma, and you're wanting to start a different pathway that is also a trauma healing pathway that
Well,
you
it's not my not-for-profit.
okay.
I am volunteering my time with a nonprofit that is providing these resources and these classes that teaches financial education to women with traumatic backgrounds.
Okay. And so with your work that you are creating, are you wanting that to be in partnership with this other not-for-profit, or you want it to be, or it's going to be solely your thing and you're looking for a bridge between the financial work and this work?
Yes, it's going to be solely me, and I'm looking for a way to take what I've been doing already and
Mhm.
use that to bridge the two together.
Okay. So will the work that you are launching, will this be for profit or also not for a nonprofit venture?
It would be for profit.
Okay. So the way to there's already a natural bridge because you're working with trauma, you're working with PTSD. So even though it's a different form of trauma, trauma is still trauma. So right? So the bridge is already there. The bridge is you. The bridge is you as the teacher, as the healer, as the giver that is saying exactly what you just said, that I've been working in this area and that I've noticed the need over here. And so I'm going to focus over here. So
Yeah.
the bridge is already there. The bridge is you. But because it is that you're working with that the people who are working with the nonprofit organization, they're not going to be the same people that are going to be then paying you.
No.
right? So if there's not, so you
Um,
need that kind of a bridge.
there is an opportunity to get paid through the nonprofit, actually. They really like how I work, and they actually just emailed me not too long ago and asked me to fill in for someone else because they like the way that I work. And so I'm like, okay, well, if this
I
will
think that's the best way to
provide.
start. I think that is the best way to start it, that you can then have proof of concept for yourself in an environment that is a safe, contained environment that you're familiar with. I think that's the best way to start it. I think that's absolutely what you should do, is that you develop this curriculum or whatever it is and talk to them, being that they're already excited about what you're doing, as long as they understand that this is something that you are then going to take elsewhere. So that has to be clear from the beginning, that it's not, that this doesn't stay with them, that
Oh
this is
no, they know that I made that very clear. I was very clear about that.
okay.
I've already given them a budget journal that I created to help the ladies like with their meal planning and, you know, just the soulful work, right? Because finances has a lot to do with how you feel. And so I already have the budget journals done. I have two of them that I did not give to them. I just created them one based off of what I already had. And I'm
Mhm.
currently writing an ebook that I will, because I have a school community now. And
Beautiful.
so I will be like, I'm still setting all of this up. And so I'm just trying to figure out how to attract the right attention to those who need it, right? I'm starting from this thing over here. So how do I get the attention drawn over here without using this vehicle over here?
So the first thing that's coming to mind is, do you know who Kara Stevens is?
No.
So she is let me just see if she's still, let me just look her up on Instagram. She's a Black woman who does specific financial support education for Black women. Let me see if she is still doing this. She was living in New York, and she's now I believe she's in Ghana. Frugal Feminista, at Frugal Feminista on Instagram.
Frugal feminista.
Frugal Feminista. She's a friend and a former client. I think that if you connect with her, let me just look at her content that she's doing right now. Stop the Emotional Spend Challenge. I think that because she has a very solid following, and she's done a lot of media and TV and stuff like that, that I feel like with her, and also the Budget Nista is another person that I'm thinking about, connecting with people who have bigger platforms that are speaking about money, and offering, if they have, most people have a who have a platform, have some sort of podcast or something like that, going and seeing what opportunities that there are within their platform to partner.
Okay.
I think would be really great for helping you to have access to their audience, which is the same audience that you are seeking, and gives you also the credibility of having exposure and having been on those platforms.
Okay.
So even, with Goddess Dr. Deborah, who is here, and her wonderful platform, this sounds like something that would be great for her audience. I can't speak for her, but it sounds like something I feel like that people would want to be exposed to, this knowledge and these teachings. I think that that would be a great way. So that's Kara Stevens. Let me just look up the Budget Nista and see. I think her thing is just at Budget Nista, but let me just check.
Is she African American? Is she like I think she
Yeah,
cut her hair?
at the Budget Nista. Tiffany, her name is Tiffany Aliche. I may be mispronouncing it. Aliche is her last name, and she has a huge platform.
Can you spell her last name again?
Or it's A L
Mm-hmm.
I CHE. She has like almost like a million people following her. She's done like a lot of media in talking about money, and not from the same way that you talk about money. So she's
Okay.
talking about, they're both talking about budgeting and setting yourself up for success and maybe getting out of debt, or, I don't know, whatever their topics are. But you are offering a different part of the conversation, a missing part of the conversation, because you can't have access to all of these conversations about budgeting or loans or whatever it is if you have not dealt with the financial trauma aspect of it, which is what you're talking about. So even though you are swinging your conversation into a different aspect of trauma, this could be a natural in for you in creating that bridge that you're talking about.
Okay.
You see,
Okay.
so if you're there, so give me an example in one sentence what the other part of the other kind of trauma that you are addressing. So is it domestic partner violence trauma?
From what I have, or
No, no, no. What
from
you were going to be helping people with?
so I feel like I can only help people with what I've dealt with, right? So I have parental trauma, domestic violence trauma, PTSD, anxiety, depression, like yeah. So it's
Oh,
it's very deep.
it's very deep. So I feel like a natural in the place where I would encourage you to begin with in the paid aspect of it is supporting people around parental trauma. And I say that because as someone who has experienced this range of things that you are healing from and have healed from and wanting to guide other people, just as a woman to woman, that there are going to be challenges around charging people who are domestic violence survivors or child abuse survivors and wanting to support them. Your heart is not going to feel comfortable with that. Your heart is not going
Yeah.
to allow you to do that in a way that is going to be able to build a business that can sustain you.
Right. That's where I as an empath, I feel so much.
Mhm.
And when I hear people's stories, because I'm that person that everybody tells everything to,
Yeah,
have
yeah.
always been. My grandmother actually just said something the other day. She was stated that, as a young person, even older adults would come to me and they would just tell me all their business. And she
I
was
think
like,
probably most of us here like have that, have had that.
right. And
Yeah.
so I'm just like, okay, so how do I use that to help people? How do I use what I've heard, what I've
Mhm.
seen, what I've been through to help other people? But I don't have, you know, any type of background in counseling and all of those
What,
things. And
what
so
you're
sometimes
doing.
I feel unqualified.
No, no, no. Listen, 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 listen. You do it with exactly the way that you're doing it. You said that you set up a school and that you have this experience in volunteering and supporting, and you have, it's exactly what we're talking about. You're doing it. So a lot of times we can get caught up asking, well, how do I do it and what can I do while you're doing it? You're doing it. You right now have created a curriculum, a life curriculum for yourself with your experience plus the experience that you're getting in helping and supporting other people and being able to put together this magnificent thing that you are going to build. And so offering support for people who have dealt with any kind of parental issues where they have PTSD, like I said, that's going to be your most powerful place to begin. And it's a conversation that needs to happen. And
It
I'm
does.
grateful for you. I'm grateful for you. And so many people are grateful for you and they don't even know it yet. For the gifts that you bring, for your courage, for your courage. I'm going to say that again, for your courage in bringing this up and bringing this to the forefront. because also as Black people, this is a taboo thing to speak against your
It's
parents, to dare to say, you know, that something went wrong in your home and that it wasn't, you know, and talking to other people, outside people about inside things, all of that stuff. So you
yes,
are a brave and powerful human being. And there are, like I said, there are people who don't even know yet your name, but who are grateful, who are going to be grateful that you exist. It's doing exactly what you're doing. And so I want you to get clear on, you said that were you, did you say you wrote an ebook?
I am in the process of writing an ebook. Yes.
Okay. Okay, great. So if you have, I don't know the topic of your ebook, but if you could either focus this ebook specifically on the parental trauma and healing that, and focus your platform in that way, and feel free to share all parts of your story and all parts of your experience, because your story matters, your whole journey matters. But if you are because you have told me that you want to build a for-profit venture in serving
Sure.
people, in assisting them with trauma, that my personal 2 cents and advice for you, whatever it is, take it or leave it, is that your big, beautiful heart, empath to empath, is not going to allow you to look into the eyes of a sister that is experiencing domestic trauma and recovering from child abuse and say, here is what this costs. However, you can, because unfortunately there's trauma stacking that happens,
Yes. Yes.
that speaking and helping people around the parental issues, it's going to be the same people.
Yeah, it is. It has been very hard for me uh, when these women come to me and say, "Hey, I have a mentee who's this, that, and the next," and I'm like, and that's why I work. That's why I stopped working with people directly and started working with coaches, because I was like, okay, I can help the coaches and get paid to help the coaches, but because my heart is so big, I can't look at a woman who's being abused and say, I can't help you because you can't pay me,
Of
right?
course you can't. Of course you can't. That doesn't make you wrong or broken. That makes you human.
No, but it's also put me in a position where it's like I am at a point where I can't pay my bills,
Yeah.
right? And I have two children and I have to live for us and I have to do something that's going to bring in the money that I so that I can provide for my own children, right? And so I don't want my heart to get in the way of being a parent myself.
So it's not, because right now we just shifted it. Right? We just shifted it. So there are two offerings that you're going to put into the world that people who are willing and able to invest in themselves can do so with. One
Right.
is what you're already doing, healing financial trauma so that you can be your rich, happy self. Let me ask you a question. Are there people of means right now who are working a great corporate job or financially independent and wealthy in any way that have financial trauma that they are needing and wanting to heal? Yes. Yes. Those are your clients who will happily hand over the investment to do this journey. And then you can go and volunteer to support whoever you want to support.
Okay.
Are there people of means who have the resources to do so, who want to heal their parental trauma issues? Yes. Yes. And so the common denominator, the bridge, is the trauma. So if you are our trauma specialist, our personal healing trauma specialist, and these are the ways that you work, then that's it right there. And so you build your work around your for-profit venture, around supporting the people who are able to invest in themselves. And like I said, you can go and volunteer to support whomever. You can give
Yeah.
scholarships to support whomever.
I've been volunteering at different nonprofits for over a year now. So
Okay.
I feel like it's time. Like it's time that we have those conversations because people say, "Oh, well, you shouldn't say this and you shouldn't say that." And it's like I
Exactly what
shouldn't
you say. That thing.
like my family is like, "Oh, well, you're gonna write a yeah," because I said I was gonna write a book, and they're like, "Well, you're not gonna say this and you're not gonna say that, are you?" It's my trauma
There's this
that
beautiful.
nobody did anything about.
Let me tell you this, my beautiful sister. There's this beautiful quote that I think comes from the author Anne Lamott, but I may be misquoting the person who said, "If they wanted you to say better things about them, they would have treated you better."
Yeah, can't be mad at you for telling the truth.
And that's it. And you don't need to go in and talk to them about it. You don't need them to co-sign. You don't need them to agree. You don't need them to disagree. You don't need them to do anything.
Right. It's
Write
not a
the book that you want.
conversation.
Yeah, no, it's not. It doesn't need to be. It's not even an antagonistic situation because they're not factors in what you are talking about. You're talking
Right.
about your future. So whether or not they are involved in it that's what you decide. Those are your healthy boundaries. They don't get a vote in how you build your big, beautiful life. And again, if they wanted if they wanted you to say nicer things, then they would have behaved better.
I'm gonna use that.
Good, good, excellent, excellent.
Thank you.
And there are people who are excited for this beautiful healing curriculum that you're going to create. Okay.
Okay. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
You're welcome so much. Blessings, God.
Sorry. Thank
Goddess
you.
Pamela, come on back.
Hi,
Greetings, Goddess.
greetings, everybody. I was going to wait until Friday. We're seeing you on Friday, aren't I? I'll wait.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because somebody else has got the hand
That'll
up.
allow me to support more people. Thank you, Goddess. Okay, Goddess Tiffany. Hello, Soulbird. Unmute, please.
Just
Not here.
before, just Goddess Abiela, just say that this morning the Herringbird Sankofa card fell out of my deck this morning. So
Oh,
that was interesting.
that is interesting. Oh, okay. Remind me of that. I'll tell you something. Let's talk about that in Friday's session. Okay. All right. Greetings, Goddess Tiffany Soulbird. You're still muted. Well, you're unmuted, but I don't know why I'm not able to hear you. Uh-oh. Maybe try signing out and then signing back in. Okay, so sign out and sign back in. I think there was someone else with their hand raised that I saw before that I'm not seeing now. Oh, Goddess Sana. Hello, Goddess.
Hi, Goddess Abiola. This has been such a great session. Thank you so much for everything you shared, and thanks for the people who shared their stories with us. I just wanted to say that my Oracle deck is going to be available on Amazon as of this week.
Yay. Tell
Yeah,
the
I'm
name.
about to go
Say the name.
the African Starseed Oracle deck,
Yes. Do you
and
have something you can hold up and show us?
um, no, nothing right here. Um, I I am about to do the third printing of the deck.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And Etsy though, I don't know. I'm gonna have to maybe minimize my time on Etsy because they take so much. It seems like they take more and more of the proceeds from the sale. And then I'm gonna be doing the second deck activation for the African Starseed deck. So now I've got a list of about 45 people who've bought the deck, and I
Yeah.
sent them the PDF and the video about how to use it.
Mhm.
And so now I'm building a community of people who have bought the deck, and we're going to be doing the deck activation and then talking about Three Eye Atlas later on this month. So I just
Yeah,
wanted to give you an update.
that is so exciting, Goddess. I love that you're going on your third printing. That is amazing. And just so that you know, when I was talking to Goddess C. Sherelle about people partnering with her, I think that you would be, what the gifts that you bring would be beautiful with what she brings in Tulum. So there may be some partnership there to look into.
Yeah, I think so. I think so because I've been wanting to do a retreat and it would be nice to have somebody to partner with. And I've heard about Tulum through um the Exodus Summit group,
Mm-hmm.
women who are moving, Black women who are moving abroad.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to give you an update.
Yay. I love that update. What's the website?
The website is Sanaa, SANAA green.com. SanaaGreen.com.
SanaaGreen.com. And you would be great on Dr. Goddess, Dr. Deborah's podcast as well. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, I'm not,
We couldn't
booking her
connect, and I
podcast.
have
I'm
to,
just saying.
we couldn't connect, Dr. Deborah and I, you know what, because September, it's just been so much happening, and I've had to kind of shift my focus a little bit, and I did an inaugural event at the house that I inherited for the healing space. So I've been really working on getting that together. And so it looks like I'm going to be able to get some support with some weatherization. So it's coming together. It's just that it's taken so much energy. And I'm about to launch a Kickstarter campaign for the house and the healing space because there's other work that needs to be done. And so I want to talk to you later too about the possibility of donating something for the Kickstarter, but I'll talk to you offline.
Yes, absolutely. And you and I are still we're going to do an Oshun event next September in New York. We need to
Yes,
figure out. Yes?
yes.
All right, good. All right, great.
Okay.
Excellent. And wait, so it's a healing house in Detroit that you are going to be raising money for.
Yes, yes, it's the healing house, and it's going to be a beacon of healing energy. What we need right now is for those who are of the mindset to have as many healing spaces with that energy concentrated that we can, so that we can spread this healing transformational energy to assist with our ascension process.
I feel
So
like your practitioners are all right here for your healing house. I feel like they're all right here. So
yeah. So I'm doing a house. I know two other people in Detroit who are doing houses. And so you do a house wherever you are because we need that. We need those spaces of healing to be elevated, to help to shift a lot of the discord that we have in the earth right now.
Ashe, I'm proud of you, Goddess, and
Well,
beautiful.
thank you
Thank
so
you,
much for your
Goddess.
support, Goddess Aviola.
You're welcome, Goddess. Goddess Tiffany, can we hear you now?
Hi, can you hear me now?
Okay, all right, wonderful.
Okay. I just wanted to express gratitude today. I'm in a really good place. I didn't know that the full moon was going to be in Taurus until like today, but the last 2 days I've just been like buying myself roses, like wearing full face makeup around the house.
Very glam, beautiful. You're beautiful.
As I have roses on my keyboard, I'm just
Yes.
like, I'm in a really good place. And I found out the full moon is actually conjunct my North Node, which is like really significant for me. So, and I know that like reading your manuscript is like played into it too. And I'm really feeling very sensual and like very loved and like very soft girl today. So I just wanted to express gratitude and I'm so grateful for you. So thank you.
Grateful for you too. I'm so grateful for you too. Thank you for your beautiful energy, Goddess Tiffany. And you look
Thank you.
gorgeous. You look absolutely gorgeous. And I can feel your elevated energy. I can feel
Thank
it.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my beautiful sisters, for showing up today for yourselves and showing out for yourselves. We've been having an ongoing visibility conversation. Thank you for the courage of being visible. Your story matters, your voice matters, and I love y'all like cook food. See y'all soon. Bye, goddesses.
Thank you. Bye.